Goofy?
About
All right. Enough. All right. Let's start this. All right. Welcome
Start the
everybody.
intro.
I got that. I'm coming. Don't rush. Jesus Christ. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Degenerate Podcast. I'm your host, Jahi. I'm joined here with my other fucking degenerate.
Will you be my friend?
Shut up. Let me get through these intros. Oh my god. Joining me is...
We love you.
Alright, since he talked first. Goddamn it, Elias.
Oh, right on time.
Yes, Elias,
Oh,
say something. You got anything to say?
What are we doing?
What's up? What's up, everybody? That's it. I don't know.
Oh my god. Whatever. Anywho, Roy, he was in the last episode. Yeah. So Roy, say something.
Yup.
Okay. That's it. Nothing you got? Nothing else?
Oh, you want me to talk?
I'm Eli the
My
Don.
name is Roy, and I'm about to start diving into how I'm about to bash Cyberpunk right now.
All right, shut up. Shut up. Anywho,
Me, I just joined. You got Jonathan.
Big Daddy Jonathan popped up in here.
Okay, Black Star.
Yeah,
Black
what's
Star.
Feel me? Yeah, I go by many names. You already know.
Okay, whatever. Okay, anywho, James.
Yo, what's up? I'm just excited to talk shit about Cyberpunk as well. And I didn't even play it. I only played like 15 minutes of it.
I haven't played it at all, so I've just watched gameplay.
I haven't played it. I haven't played it at all.
Advocate for both sides.
Oh God.
I just been watching. I was watching the gameplay. That's about it.
Well, we got a lot to talk about with that.
And
I
all the
bet.
reviews. Oh my god.
Last but not least, we got JJ.
JJ, I'm playing Cyberpunk right now, and I will simp for it till the day I die.
Wow.
He's the only one playing the
He's
game.
the only one that can
owns
play
the
this
game.
fucking game.
Like it so much, you playing.
Showing off.
This.
Simping right now.
Oh my goodness. All right, so
He's God over there.
John is the only person in America actually playing Cyberpunk.
he's
right
the
now.
only one that can play. Oh my God,
That's a real
Nobody else is playing Cyberpunk.
10 out of 10 game?
I don't know.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
We
Personally.
Oh God, wait, hold on.
But I'll go into it.
Oh wait,
All right,
hold
you go
on.
first.
So
You played it.
wait. All right. Stop. Hold it, everyone. Hold it.
Sorry, Dad.
Oh my God. Anywho, so to follow up on the last episode, I know we had a bunch of audio issues. I blame that on James. I'm calling you out. You started this.
And
snitching.
what is that accomplished?
hey, I'm just letting everybody know. The professor.
Leave James alone.
The professor asked, and everybody was asking, "Why is the audio so bad?" I'm like, "Well, I'm blaming." Sir, please, stop it.
Loud.
Sir, he was.
Control how loud it is.
Sir,
I was going to.
All right, well,
if you're eating, just mute your mic.
Yeah, please, Roy, until that cup car goes through. Oh God.
Son got arrested.
What's going on?
All right, we good. Anywho, so yeah, we have a bunch of topics today. Only two that I'm going to be talking about. I think we pretty much all agreed what the first topic is going to be. Cyberpunk. Okay. But before we get into that, I also want to say for my viewers, there will be a description below. We'll take you to the next part because we're going to straight into it. Cyberpunk. For those that don't know, Cyberpunk is a new game from a studio that I personally love, CD Projekt Red. The game just recently came out. Everybody's been waiting, clamoring. How many years we've been waiting for Cyberpunk? 8. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, 8 years. 8 years for Cyberpunk. And so the game came out. Well, it was fishy because at first the game had reviews, and none of the reviews could show gameplay footage, show their own gameplay footage.
They didn't even send out review copies for the.
Yeah, they didn't even send out
They
review
restricted
copies.
people from doing
It
console
was like,
reviews.
nah, we not even gonna try.
Yeah,
They
so
purposely did it.
it was kind of fishy, but then we all played it. Well,
Not me.
What do you
Try
mean
to
by
play
well,
it. Try to play it.
try to play it, and it is a buggy.
I didn't even
fucking
touch
mess.
the game yet.
I only touched. I'll tell you right now, for my viewers, I touched like 3 hours, and
I didn't touch nothing. No, zero.
John probably had
oh boy.
like 18 hours, John.
Jeez,
Nah, more
John
than
already
18
like
hours.
played
More
like
than
3
hours.
lives, son. He
Not
played.
60
He
hours.
already played like.
One at a
I think
time.
he
One at a
played like 3
time.
rounds.
One at a time.
I'm at 60 hours.
Let me borrow it next.
Ow.
Ow.
Oh, digital? Oh, it's
Also
digital.
on PC.
Oh, never mind.
So, pretty
It's
much.
60 hours, John.
I'm broke.
Wait. It's 60? Okay. Well, anywho, so
And
pretty much.
He rich. He can get that.
Hours.
Oh,
Shut.
60 hours.
Hush. Anywho, that.
Jesus.
My bad. Not you, JJ. I'm talking about the rest. Okay, my point is that the game is a buggy mess as of moment, and CD Projekt issued a statement. I'm going to summarize the statement. I'm not going to read this whole shit because this is too goddamn long, and I'm too degenerate to read all of this. But basically, they apologize for basically saying, hey, like, we're sorry we didn't show you guys the PS4 version and the Xbox One version of the game. That was not cool on our part. We apologize. They also said we apologize for the bugs and that they were... What the hell was that? Anyway. They said that that they will be patching the game. The first patch is in January, and then the second patch is in February. So basically, you got 3 months of this broken ass game. They already said that it will not the PS4 version and the Xbox One version will not be looking like a high spec PC, but they're gonna make it as best as it possibly can because it is running really, really bad on the PS4 and the Xbox One. So if you are thinking about getting it even on the PS5, it's running slightly better on the next gen consoles, but it is still really bad. The only one that is running functionally, and I use air quotes, is the PC version.
It's a PC version.
Which I own and JJ owns.
Lucky guys.
And I also own it, unfortunately.
Oh God. They also said that they're gonna try and get the patches out, and that if you guys would give them the chance, please let them try and fix it. I appreciate them saying that. Also, they also said if you do not want to wait, you can ask for a refund from PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, or if you got it from GameStop, ask for a refund. You can get it back.
That's great. No credit, right?
No credit, full money back.
That's
You'll
good.
get everything back. And if you can't get through to any of them, just go. Basically, there is a contact information. It's called Help Me Refund at cdprojectred.com, and they'll try and get you back your money. But you have until December the 21st to get this shit back. So be mindful if you're gonna.
You go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Wait till January.
You're lost.
loser.
You'll be on the phone for 2 days.
Yeah, wait 3 months.
Yeah, wait
For
3
another-
months.
for a
to
damn
play
patch.
the game.
God
Yeah.
damn.
So yeah. Pretty much this game is looking.
I told you a game that wasn't ready.
Pretty much this game has been a pretty buggy goddamn mess. So I'm gonna take it to you guys. How do y'all feel about this apology / we'll fix it later letter that they gave. Since JT, you came out late. You came late to the party. You get first dibs, JT. How you feel?
I bet. What I feel is just like this is crazy, right? Like this has never been like happened before, like in a long time. Like what since like we haven't seen like bad launches like this since like what Fallout 7, like 76 or whatnot, blah blah. And like this is just wild. Like this is buggy, crazy. I just saw all that gameplay. I'm just like, wow, that's not right. Not for games that we expect on this level. Not even for next gen, but like even now. Like damn, that's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
But it is crazy how they kept it like kind of a secret that they didn't run it on the PS4, Xbox versions to like let us see what they look like on those, and they just deadass really like showed you only PC and PS5 like gameplay, which wasn't looking good. Still, kind of like back in them trailers. Yo, in some of them trailers, it was looking wonky, and then like like when they were delaying the game and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's just wild. I'm like, dang, I haven't even played the game, and I wanted to. Like, I was interested. I was like, oh snap, like it's Cyberpunk. Like let's be a robot. Let's be a cyborg. Let's up. But if it's gonna run like that, it's just wild. And on their apology note, I think it's fair for them to do that. It is good. I just feel like they should have done like maybe like a controlled release or something, like a timed release, like
early
release
access.
it on the or something like that. Like
early access would have been smart on.
Right. Put it on the put it on the PC, PS5 if it's running on those correctly, and just keep updating it and fixing it for the other gen consoles that doesn't seem, like can run it well. And it's crazy because you had like 8 years to make this game. It's nuts.
That is true. I don't know if I should put this man on the court yet. I don't know because he's still busy with the game. But so I'm just gonna go to James. How you feel about it?
Okay, start with the good. It's good that they're addressing it. Like they're not pulling like
no, for sure.
Or like they're actually aware and addressing the criticisms head on, which is admirable. Like they're saying, hey, we messed up, like it wasn't supposed to be like this, da 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 da. So that's good that they're actually offering refunds.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's like they already got all the money. It's not like they have that much to lose. It's like, ooh, you offering refunds, okay? The game's busted. You should offer refunds. Like they shouldn't get them. Like it's good that they're publicly doing it and addressing it and not trying to like nothing's wrong. But I don't think they should be be given a kiss on the cheek just for like basic business morality. But it's
because look, the game somewhere like it's in there. It's a great game. Like since JJ is like enjoying it, somewhere in that buggy game, there's a great experience.
You just gotta get through trash.
Yeah, you just gotta get past everything. And again, it's like if glitches don't bother you, that's fine because sometimes the experience is so good that they overturn it.
That's how I feel. Sorry to cut in. Yeah, glitches have never bothered me.
No, that's understandable. I definitely feel that way about certain games too. It's just again, everybody's different, But also, it's just the fact of the matter is they release a busted product. Like the fact of the matter is, it's like on every platform, it does not function properly unless you turn it down a lot. And at that point, it gets to the point where you turn it down so much, you're missing the main features of the game. Like from what I've seen, the best thing about the game besides its writing are the visuals, and they're groundbreaking visuals. The ray tracing looks great, but it's like if you have literally like 80% of it off, it's like okay, what's the point, But I don't know. Their apology is like it's good, but it's like okay, you got the money, It's like okay, Like, that's what you're supposed to do, you know, if you're decent, you know.
Decent company.
Yeah, if you're decent at all, you definitely issue an apology. I think that it coming out in when is it coming out? The patch?
The first big patch is coming out January. So next month, sometime next month.
Yeah, the extension on refund should be extended to when the patch comes out. I feel like putting it like just till like even before Christmas is kind of like, hey, if you see this, you see this. If you don't, oh well, too bad, so sad. Wait,
yeah.
I feel like it was real. Like, oh, we want to stand by our product, and if you still don't like it after the patch, then you can get a refund. I feel like that would be more fair.
Yeah.
Because
that sounds
patch
great.
comes out and then
Definitely
think it's ass, you know, because it's a big possibility, you know, or it's just like whatever, and they're like, okay, I didn't want to wait 3 months for this, you know. So it's definitely up to CD Projekt Red and see how big, how much they actually step up. So if they can like really save, like if somehow they can save the base platforms, that'd be really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
True.
See what happens.
It took them 7 years, and this is.
Yeah, it looked like they rushed, but
finished, and they didn't even release it. So
it really did.
Especially with the delays this year.
Like they might as well just released it last month.
True.
Not gonna make a difference.
I want to know how bad it was last month. Like if that was.
That's probably the reason why they postponed it. They probably looked at it like, oh,
it was running on Flash animation.
That is so true. I'm really wondering how it looks.
I really want to know what state it was in.
Yeah,
I'm very curious. That's me. That's me.
Elias, I know you're new to this. I know you probably don't have much to say, but how you feel about this?
Yeah.
Brother?
I feel bad for people who actually spend their money because I actually wanted to was curious about this game. $60. I know you guys have been talking about it for months, and then I asked other friends that they had the game. They told me to buy the game, so I was like, I was gonna buy the game today, and now it's just all this bug lagging and everything. I just don't want to waste my money, so that's why the reason why I bought Call of Duty Cold War, because I was like, I could rather just spend my money on something I could actually play than spend money on a game for the PS4 and not play it at all. Not even a few minutes.
A game that sounds buggy, right? Like you hear news about it being like not working and stuff, so you don't, as a consumer, you're just like, pause.
Exactly. And then waiting a few months for some patches after you spend $60, we're not rich like that, so we spending money and then we have to wait for patches to come up every few months. They should give us some free.
That's a good point. Like
some free add-ons or something like that in the future. Like we shouldn't be paying for no DLC. If they came up with some DLCs, we shouldn't be paying for no DLCs after that because we waited years and then postponing for delays for what?
You actually made me think of something, Elias. They should put out like a roadmap of what the content's gonna be.
Exactly. I've been waiting, but they're not telling us nothing.
At very least a roadmap or something.
But I feel like you said, like Jonathan and James were saying, it was pretty fair that they, apologized, took the blame, and people get refunds. You don't hear that. You don't hear that at all. Like you get a refund. Usually you go to the store, get the credit, you get an actual refund cash. So like the debit deposit. But then Jahi said something about you have to wait until you have until the 21st of this month, which is kind of unfair because people have lives and people are gonna forget. They try to get that refund. They should extend that at least, just in case people want a refund. And if you after the 21st is over, you're done. Like you just wasted your money, and then you gotta wait for the patches, and then basically you just waste your money and you can't do anything about it unless you have a PC, which is more expensive than a PS4 or 5 or any other console. Depending on the PC. Yeah, the good one. Like if you want an actual good one, you're gonna spend at least over $1,000, I believe.
True. Y'all all making good points.
But
Roy.
Wait, but like I said, I never played it before, so I don't have a lot of. My bad. I don't have a huge opinion on it because I've seen the gameplay. It looks amazing, but I don't. I was never a big fan until you guys brought it up. That's about it.
It's okay. I will say, and I can't remember. They did state early in Cyberpunk's development that there was going to be DLC, and there is a multiplayer coming. So I want to
Nice.
say that to also the viewers that there is a multiplayer coming for this thing, and they already said there's going to be DLC. Will you have to pay
That's
for the
good.
DLC? I have no idea.
I hope not.
Most likely, if I'm going off of Witcher 3, which was their last big game that broke them out, they're probably going to have those DLCs for free. And then if there's going to be an expansion pack, you know.
But you know, most of these companies are money hungry, so they're gonna be like, yeah, you still spend money on the DLC after not even playing the game for like 10 minutes.
True. You know,
a game like Witcher.
Funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Funny enough, I would actually say, well, CD Projekt Red would never do that. But after this whole situation, Roy.
Yo.
I know you got a lot to say on this because me and you talked about this like
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people they're not gonna like what I say, but fuck it. I mean, honestly, in terms of that apology or letter, I think it's half-assed. I think it's bullshit. Even after what they're saying, I still don't respect it. Because you can say we're sorry, but at the end of the day, they were withholding gameplay, and it wasn't just withholding gameplay. They were restricting people from reviewing gameplay on these other consoles. So this was completely done intentionally. I don't it was like James saying, don't give them a kiss on the cheek. There's no buts, no ifs, no ands, or maybes about this. What they did was legitimately wrong, and they just scammed people out of an experience. Because even if they offer you that refund, you know, a lot of places, stores, they're not going to honor you the refund. You know, they'll say, yeah, we'll get to you, or we might send you a check in the mail. Because that happened to me when my fucking Nintendo account got hacked and shit. But they're not gonna. It's not a guarantee you're gonna get that refund, and it's to the point where they're just saying it for the sake of saying it, just to look good because they want to look good. I don't give them the free pass because at the end of the day, if any other place did that, whether it be a not well-known studio or whether it be a very well-known studio, they wouldn't get that free pass. And I don't think they should get a free pass just because they're CD Projekt Red or whatever. I'm not pronouncing their name wrong, but I don't think they should get that free pass. And I think that any content they should release should. I mean,
we all did
I think
this
it
with
should be free. I don't feel that this game has disappointed me in a numerous amount of ways. Not only is it really, really buggy and affects the experience and immersion, but they basically just said fuck all the console players and gave out a bunch of lies. That and people that bought the game on PC, I'm one of those people that are running into the infamous black screen issue where the game just won't run, or it's running but stuck at the loading black screen the entire time, and no matter what I try to do, I can't fix it. Even if I did everything, there's nothing to do to fix it. So I'm being cheated out of an experience, and I just wasted my money and my time. And I feel like what they're doing needs to get acknowledged, and no one needs to be I feel like no excuses need to be made, because at that point you're just saying that it's okay for a lot of studios to release a buggy and unfinished product, and that's what this is. It's a buggy and unfinished product. I get that some people were able to play it, and JJ's one of them. And to be honest, when you are actually able to touch the game and play the game, it's amazing. But a majority of everyone cannot play the game. It's people, even with people with the best PC specs, cannot play this game, and it's just unacceptable.
Very true. Very true.
That's pretty much all I have to say.
I pretty much feel the same way. I actually have more, but I'm gonna let JJ talk, because
JJ, the one actually playing.
I'm doing a boss. You go. I'll talk last.
God.
Oh, okay. Well, I honestly,
I'm doing big things now.
Yeah,
fuck you guys.
All right. Well, here's what I think. I want to first of all applaud them for actually coming out and saying that they fucked up. Because a lot of companies would not have come out and said they fucked up.
Exactly.
And they came out extremely fast with this.
That's
comparing it to Avengers, where Avengers took a fucking month for them to apologize for that.
I don't want to play that game.
For that game being broken, waiting for more content. No, these guys were on it. The PI, whoever's the PI marketing for Cyberpunk, give them a round of applause, because these guys are really good at their stuff. That being said, I don't I don't want to echo a lot of what Roy just said, but I agree. Like this is unexcusable. Like as someone who has I want to say around 4K computer, I should not be running into so much glitches, bugs. Like I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example of a bug. A perfect example of a bug I've ever run into is like every time I go through the mirror, my character has no clothes, and then when I get out of the mirror, my character literally has no pants. Then there's like frame rate issues, so like it goes from 22 frames to like 50 to sometimes like 1 frame, and then it crashed on me 3 times. It's just a buggy mess, and I think that's kind of very unexcusable. And, you know, Witcher 3, I want to say this, like, Witcher 3 was buggy when it first came out, but it was nowhere on the level as this game was. Like, Witcher 3 was buggy, but it only needed, like 2 to 3 patches. This needs a whole brand new game, to be honest.
Bruh.
So this thing is running really bad. I just don't know what they were thinking. Like, I really just wish, since they said this patch was coming, the patches are coming out in February. Honestly, this game shouldn't have came out until March. This game should have been a game that came out in March of next year, and hopefully all the bugs and everything would have been gone. But right now, no one can play this game except for a select few. Like, not even I can play this game. So
and Jonathan's the lucky ones.
JT is lucky because
He's the lucky one. JJ. He blessed.
He blessed up because I can't run this game. The game, you're like it is really baffling, and you know, and I can't even say I don't see the potential in it. Unlike, I will probably say this, like, unlike the Avengers, this game I can see somewhat the potential in it due to the fact that its world is so beautiful. Like, what's the name of the world in here? The city, guys.
City.
Night City.
Night City. Yo.
It looks nice. I saw the gameplay on that shit.
I don't know what is with CD Projekt Red and them creating worlds, but like this world is just so captivating. Like and mind you, I'm only 2 hours in and I'm already like this world is kind of fascinating. But I don't know why it runs so bad. It runs so bad, guys. I don't know why. I'm just so baffled. I don't know. Hopefully the patches will fix it, but this is unexcusable. And one thing before I wrap up my part, you know, it baffles me that this game gets a 90, or as of recording now, is actually a 87 on Metacritic. And it baffles me that this game that has tons of bugs, tons of problems, is getting praise, while Avengers is getting bashed on for having literally the same problem.
Those guys are probably.
You mentioned Avengers one more time.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say because under the bugs, there's a good game here. Under the bugs and Avengers, there's nothing there.
And you can make that mistake, but you can make.
It's too many bugs.
Take Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us. Those are better comparisons.
Yes.
Bro.
Nobody wanted it.
No.
Right,
Well,
no,
first of all, James.
Jahi,
No.
you mention this all the time. Let me just say, because under the bugs in Cyberpunk, there's a fucking amazing game. Under the bugs in Avengers, there's nothing. There's nothing.
There's a fun game. Well, first of all,
you could touch Avengers.
First of all, with Avengers, there is a fun game. It just needs that game. It's the same problem with Cyberpunk. That game needs a whole. That game needs content. That game needs content, and that game needs to fix its bugs. That is the problem.
How is that the same problem with Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk is not lacking content.
Avengers Cyberpunk, literally, I can't tell that. I can't tell that because I can't play the game, bro.
You can't play the game. It's bug city.
Then I'll tell you that.
Okay, you can tell me that.
You
can tell me that, but until I experience that,
Like, if you want to compare it to another game that came out, that came out unbuggy, like as he said, Ghost of Tsushima, that's fair. But like, Avengers is a shit game.
But okay, if we're gonna throw that, if you want to throw that out, then Cyberpunk should not have gotten 90s, because that game, even though it has potential, because by your logic, it has potential, and it has it's a good game. It has a good game under it. But you're saying it has a good game under it, but half of the community cannot experience that, bro.
But guess what? That doesn't change the quality. Just because you can't experience
it really does. It doesn't change the
quality. It won't change the writing. It won't change the characters. So wait a month. All right, you guys have been waiting a month for a patch is not that bad.
Okay, so you know what?
Let me just say, it doesn't change the action. Yes, it's buggy. You can't experience it right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it's not buggy. But then, guess what? That doesn't change the writing. It doesn't change the characters. It doesn't change the city. It just changes that you can't experience it right now. That doesn't make it bad. It's there. Like, okay, wait a month for a patch.
On, lowest settings.
Well, I'm not running on the lowest settings. I'm mid-range, and I'm getting a new one. I'm running on mid-range, and I'm fine, and I'm going to get another one and upgrade. Like, it's not...
All right, you're running on...
You're underestimating how annoying...
You want to compare it to Ghost of Tsushima? That's fine, because Ghost of Tsushima was an unbroken game that came out. It's amazing. But, like, comparing it to Avengers is not a good comparison.
But y'all literally... But
it really is not.
I make fun of Avengers because it's a shit game. That's why I make fun of it. Not because it's bugs. I make
so
fun
has everybody played Avengers here?
Just Jahi.
I'm the only one that played it, and I can tell you...
You can't say it's shitty if you haven't played the game yet.
I watched my brother play, and I was like...
If you want to say that same... Anyway, whatever. But
I'm not saying Cyberpunk is garbage. I literally just said, like, I'm so fascinated in this world.
For sure.
What I'm saying is,
but that's the same argument.
Something comparable. Like, Avengers is not... The reason Cyberpunk is getting 90s is because, the game is worth 90s.
That does not deserve, for bugs, it does not deserve a 90. I'm sorry, bro.
All right, let's go back, and so this is back in the year of 2011. Woo, we're going taking a time travel. Skyrim got 10s out of 10s across the board. On PS3, you could not even run Skyrim. If you played Skyrim for more than 3 hours, the game would
I would argue that's the same.
It got 10 out of 10s. The thing is, but Skyrim is an amazing game, and no one's going to argue that Skyrim is a bad game. But it's buggy. Yeah, bugs don't equal bad.
I think the bugs aren't the only thing people are complaining about, though. Like, there's other legitimate concerns about the game. Like,
right.
it's not just bugs.
It's like literally all I've heard is bugs. That's literally all I've heard. That's literally all we talked about. You guys all went, and the only thing you guys said was bugs. You said nothing else.
Yeah, that's the
you want to say there's legitimate complaints, then why didn't you bring up any? That's what
bro. I can't play the game, so there's literally.
Yeah, that's the main issue is bugs. That means you can't play.
But then you say that there aren't bugs.
I literally just said that. We can go over it now.
Okay, so we talk.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm just saying it's not on the same level as Avengers.
JJ, since we're putting you on the spot, bro, since you in the goddamn courtroom, you've been served. All right. Continue. Talk your stuff. Like, why do you think Cyberpunk deserves a 90, even though it's a buggy fucking mess? Like, talk your shit, bro.
I'm gonna stuck on that first personally. Bugs have never bothered me in a game ever. I played Skyrim on the PS3. I played a bunch of other buggy messes, and I'm fine. Like, bugs don't affect game quality to me because they can always get fixed. They can always get moved, and they don't always happen. So. That's just me on a personal level from right there. When people complain about bugs, I'm like, okay, I could just wait till a patch. Like waiting a month, not a big deal. Not to me anyway. But again,
okay, all right. I wanna stop you right there. But bro, by another month, somebody can move on. People are very fickle. They can move on to the next game. Like who's really unless you're die hard.
But that's the thing.
Cyberpunk.
You move on to the next game. So you move on to the next game. That's not. So
like, who's gonna come back? Who's coming back unless you're a diehard?
I don't care if anyone. Like, how does that affect the game? Like, you can move on.
That affects the sales, my nigga. Like, if no one's playing the game, then that means no one cares.
The problem is with most single player games is that doesn't really matter. So with for example, we're gonna go back to Avengers. you need sales because you need a base because it's multiplayer only. For single player games, it's not as important. Like, because single player is single player. Like, but they
still literally said they're going to be
not find a
DLC.
match. You're not going to be able to do that. You can be fine. And then the thing is, it's just like, yeah, all right, but you don't come back. That's not going to affect the game. Like, it's already made back its entire budget in one day, marketing and development.
All right, but is anybody going to trust them with the next game?
Even if people are going to return the game,
like people still going to have money. They make another game.
Yeah, I mean, guess what? Like, that's sorry to newsflash, guys. It's kind of the state of the industry for like the past 10 years. Like, a game coming out bad doesn't mean anything. Like, look at No Man's Sky. Look at Final Fantasy 14. Look at there's tons of games.
Yo, but you're comparing those games, but those games took years. They took years.
Anyway, there's tons of games that come out.
Years to build that back up. Still, people clown on.
What? Like,
people
they're gonna
still
have
clown thing. Up to this day, they still clown them. All right, continue.
So yeah. Anyway, they're coming out. They're gonna fix it. They already promised to put patches in. You gotta wait a month. Okay, boo-hoo, you can't return it. It's not like, yeah, it's a broken product, but like at this point, it's like, if this came out in the PS2 era and is a broken product, and you can't get your money back and you can't do anything about it, that's a shitty situation. But in this point in time where you can literally just patch it out in a month, it's like, okay, whatever. You didn't like it, then don't buy it. Like, I get that bugs are a big deal to some people. It just, me personally, it's never affected my like purchasing, or like even when I consider a game, I consider like Ergo without bugs. But anyway, so when people are just like, yeah, you gotta wait a month for a patch. Oh, boo-hoo, you can't wait. All right. For me personally, I don't care. And granted, I have been lucky, as we were all saying, I'm able to play it. But even if I wasn't, and I had to put the game off for a month, I'd put the game off for a month and come back. I have like 7 other games that I was playing in like this week alone, so it's not too big a loss for me. But let's talk about my impressions on the game, which I've been playing this entire time we've been talking.
I can play it.
I've been playing Destiny the entire time we're talking.
So it's just like, yeah, I do believe it deserves 9s and 10s because honestly, it was just amazing. The writing is fucking, like, I think I stopped playing yesterday.
I wish I can experience that.
So like, I stopped playing yesterday to go into James Aruba, just knock on doors. Like, I fucking love this game because there's this one quest where it was just like,
and I said he was capping.
It was just like, holy shit! Like, it's a quest where you're talking to one character, and it got so, it felt hard. The writing was really good. It felt heartfelt. The situation was just, it blew my mind. I was like, how, this is insane that this is happening in a video game. It's so cool. And it was like, talking to the characters, she was so interesting. And her quest before that, because it was like at the end of a quest chain, it was just like, honestly, it was gripping. It made me feel like, I felt really sad and I felt conflicted. And the choices that you make, you're really not sure how they're going to turn out. But then, you still have to make them. And it's really good. Like I don't know, the characters are so amazing. Keanu Reeves is great. Like, Johnny Silverhand is honestly a great like character foil. You interact with him a lot. A lot of this like side characters he is. I don't know about that.
Yeah, you didn't see him?
No.
Really?
Is he? I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I'll Google it. But yeah, I haven't seen him.
Well, I saw it on Miss Fiverwatch stream. She was like talking to the character like the entire time. She's like so excited to just see him in there.
I'll have to take your word for it. But yeah, the characters are amazing. And then to talk about just the city, like sometimes after night you just go to like the city center. It is honestly one of the greatest video game worlds I've ever seen. Like, it is so immersive. It feels like people live in it. It's just, and the architecture looks great. The way the city winds in on each other and you can go up and down is just really cool. The combat is incredibly fun and you can do a lot of things. Like, there are like 7 ways, like you can skin the cat in so many different ways. Like, I think James walked in where I literally had just bought a cyberware where I could like jump high. I then used it to jump over the gate that I couldn't get over before.
So far, that's probably been like game-wise one of the coolest things I've seen. I wish I could experience that.
And hopefully next year we can experience that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. If you you want a pack?
Yeah.
But and then gun to your head.
So yeah,
I'm gonna have you guys buy
the
it
audio is
first
getting
before I
low.
read it.
So
All right.
Yeah, so what
One
I
time.
would say is that, yeah, it's probably my favorite game of the year. Like, I know last week I was saying Ghost of Tsushima, but honestly, like, I'm not even finished with it. I think I'm like 60-something hours in, and I still got tons of shit to do.
For me, it's
Yeah,
still
that's
gonna
great.
be Ghost at the
Legitimately
At
moment.
one
least
of
it's
my
worth the
favorite games of
game.
the
Like
year.
it's not a quick game to beat. 60
Oh,
hours.
yeah, no. There's so
That's
much
great.
to it, bro.
That's
But
worth
yeah,
the game.
I just love it. I love it. It's really good. It's really, really fun. The writing is amazing, and I'm looking forward to the expansions when they release. And also,
Wow.
if they release free DLC with The Witcher, there's probably going to be a lot of free DLC too, but I just can't wait.
Hopefully next year when the patches come up and everything's good, we'll all talk about it again.
I think there's probably a good game on there here. I just don't see it because of the fucking glitches.
Managed to play it for like a little bit, like 30 minutes to like an hour. I don't know how long.
I think the weird thing is that we all agree that there's like an amazing thing under it. We just can't access it.
Yeah,
like,
that's the whole thing.
Because like everyone here is drooling and wants to play it. It's like
right. I'm
we
curious.
Want to,
I've never been a fan, but
can't. And that's why everyone's like really,
but
really angry.
I think
we
I
want
think
to play this game.
For me, it angers me more because it's like, one, CD Projekt Red should have known that this game was buggy. They had to have known. Like, they literally said, "We sorry that we didn't show you guys the PS4 and the Xbox version." Like,
and it was like you said, they announced it so quickly like this.
Yo, listen, they should have took the L and just be like, "Hey guys, we're sorry, but we're gonna have to do another delay," and just take the L.
I think early access would have been a really good idea.
Yeah, early access.
So?
Mm-hmm. I think early access, letting people play it, letting people experience the bugs. Like, yeah, it would have been less hype, but they still made the money. There were still pre-orders, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
It would have softened the blow. Like if it was in early access since like I don't know, like maybe like let's say maybe since it went gold, and just so PC players can see it and see that it's like okay, at least that people can expect it, like so it doesn't hurt on landing when it launches, you know. Because launch was the first time anybody had seen the game, and then you just see fucking
glitches and bugs,
blue screen,
and blue screen.
Exactly. But
I get it.
The game looks great. I managed to create my character and play a little bit of the corporal life path, and that was cool.
Wait, you were corporal?
It's better than I was expecting. What'd you say, Jackie?
Wait, you corporal?
I started out nomad. But then I hated the driving, which, real talk, let's talk about the driving for a second. John says it gets better, but the driving is not great. It's not awful, but it's not great in a regular car. I haven't tried out a motorcycle yet. The motorcycle definitely looks like it handles much better, and I guess maybe as you upgrade it gets better, but GTA does not.
GTA
but, is not.
Yeah.
It also could be,
the combat.
So, you want to use a controller. That's what I'm thinking to do. I've heard it's a lot better on controller. At least my friend said so.
Okay.
Is Vincent playing it?
No, but another friend I have. Connor.
Okay.
Yeah, but this is
out of topic. You guys waiting for? I don't know if they're announcing like the GTA 6, but. You guys know.
Listen, no. At this point, I don't care. But
you don't care.
Listen. At the end of the day, this whole shit it ain't good. I disagree that it deserved a 90. I think 90 is like for games that's like flawless, almost like near flawless.
I don't even think you should get a score because it's like you can't.
Not right now. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
next year, when everything is
really
complete.
You know,
then we can review it like months in advance. I mean, once everything is complete and the patches are there, we could definitely review it after. After a few hours.
It's like it is what it is. Hey, at the end of the day, it's on the same level as Avengers for different reasons.
No,
for me.
No, it's not.
I mean, it is. I'm sorry.
Everybody got their own opinion.
It is. One's just a live service. One's just a live service, and one's a single player. One's a live service game that needs more work. Another one is a single player game that needs more work. They both shouldn't have came out.
That's so many games though.
That is not.
Last of Us didn't come out buggy.
Doom Eternal needs work.
Last of Us didn't come out buggy. Ghost of Tsushima definitely didn't come out buggy.
Yeah, they didn't come out buggy, but that doesn't make Cyberpunk on the level of
Naughty
Avengers.
Dog had those devs working 100 hours.
Underneath the bugs, Cyberpunk is better than Avengers, but they still both came out really, really bad.
Really
but that
bugs.
doesn't make it on the same level.
I'm
They're
sorry, they're on
buggy,
the
yeah.
same level as me. I'm sorry, Broco.
No,
In
no,
terms of
it's not.
bugs,
They on the
Avengers
same
is
level,
shit.
bro.
in terms
It's
of, like,
okay,
actual
bro.
gameplay, if you can play it, then yeah, they're not on
Dude,
the same level.
it's
but
not.
as
Like,
of right now,
you're
like,
snipping
fuck
hard
you,
for
I feel
Avengers,
like-
and I'm snipping hard for Cyberpunk, but at least I'll admit that, yeah, Cyberpunk is broken. Avengers is not on the same
Like,
level.
he's only saying that because he can't play the game.
I
That's
don't
the
know
only
why you
reason.
even- I don't know why you
That's a
keep
legit reason
saying
to say it.
it's
That's a
just
legit reason
not.
for everybody to say it.
One
Like,
at a
it
time.
just honestly is
It's
not.
not
No,
like
not
I'm
one at a
choosing
time.
not to
Fuck
play the
Avengers.
game.
Everybody's
Like, I
everybody's
can't play
chatting
the
right
game.
now.
Yeah,
Because he has the most powerful PC out of all of us, and he can't play the game.
That's it. I can't play the
make
game.
it
He
on
has
the
the
same
best
level as
PC out of all
Avengers.
of us, and he can't play it.
Yeah,
So
but
Jonathan
Avengers
can play the
that's
game.
it, and that's
That's why he's
why.
agreeing that's
That says a
better
lot.
than Avengers.
But
He
Avengers-
can't play it.
Okay.
I can buy Avengers and
Okay,
actually play it.
I
even
can
if it's
play
bad.
exactly. That's my whole point. I can play Avengers.
You
I can play.
Avengers.
I can play
Yeah,
through that
but
whole
Avengers
entire
is better.
game. It's
So you
not,
have a valid reason why you saying what you're saying.
you know.
played the game
and I'm
before.
not, and let me point this out to my viewers and everybody. I'm not saying Avengers is a good game. I think the game is a bad game because generally speaking, the bugs really hurt that game. Also, it lacks content. That game needs a whole that needs a Destiny Taken King for those that play Destiny Taken
Taking
King.
King. I'm
They
looking
need
at
that game needs a Destiny Taken King to fix
That was
some
the
of its
game.
core features. But for the most part, when you take out the glitches and you have people to play it with, that game is really fun. When it works.
Facts. I agree.
When it works.
You played Avengers Online, right?
I played Avengers Online with
How was
people.
that?
It was actually
was
pretty
that?
fun. But
Okay.
glitches again fucked up that whole experience. So this
Even for
game,
online too? Damn.
yeah. But this game and Avengers are the same boat. And only people that's defending it and saying Cyberpunk, well, CD Projekt Red will fix it, is because bias. Y'all been
I
waiting
feel like
8 years.
if Bethesda released something like this, people would be shitting on it.
Exactly. If Bethesda
Yeah, that's what I'm
released
saying.
something,
That was like in my whole big ass argument is that if it were anybody else,
If it was any other company, people would be roasting them. But CD Projekt Red has goodwill, so it's like people are willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, which is nothing wrong with that.
they
but-
trust them off of one game. One game that
that's
blew up
also
big.
true.
One game.
Yeah.
Has faith in one game. I'm not saying the other Witcher games were bad, because if you clearly have played all the Witcher games, they have extremely gotten better. The series has extremely
I
gotten
really
older.
want to play Witcher. I really
Especially-
want to play. I've never played.
I really like Witcher 2, and Witcher 3 is like the pinnacle of the Witcher games. But like, that was their big hit, and you put so much pressure. These guys had 8 years to get Cyberpunk, and it's still not good. It's still not
It
working,
feels like
bro.
it feels like it wasn't developed for 8 years. It feels like it was developed for 2 years.
Exactly.
Because it wasn't developed for
Well,
you.
I disagree with that. You can see a lot of the work went into the visuals and to
Well,
the
that's the visuals. I agree with the visuals.
I wish
but not the actual
can
game.
I wish I can agree with that, James, but I can't play the fucking game.
Like the visuals, I can tell they spent years working on it. That definitely. Like,
Again,
no
they
question. It
released
has some of the
teaser
best visuals
trailer
I've ever
8
seen.
years ago. That doesn't mean it was in development for 8 years. It was like a different.
Hey, it is what it is. The game is a broken mess.
It is.
Both games are a mess.
But
recommend
no,
everybody-
anyway, you keep trying to equate Avengers to Cyberpunk. It just.
Hey, I had fun. At least I
let's
can
let,
play
let's
Avengers.
let that one go.
At least I can play Avengers. Anywho, I think that's it with this topic. Do not purchase Cyberpunk until March.
I feel like just wait on it.
Just wait on
you
it.
got some kind of futuristic
Don't lose your money.
Unless
Lose your
you
money.
have, don't even try. And there's a great YouTuber by the name of Jace 2 Cents, and he has played it on what is it? GeForce.
The latest machine.
Yeah, latest machine. So that's a 3090, which is the strongest graphics card you can get right now. Like the high end graphics card. And even that
Did it
is
work
only
for him?
it did not work for him. You know, even he was like, "What type of game is this?"
Yo, how much you spend for your computer, Jahid? Like how much you spend?
I
The PC
spend
spent like a good 2-something K. Like,
yeah,
it's just the
2-something
PC by
K.
itself.
2-something K
Bruh.
by itself, but if you actually look at the whole total pricing for everything, it was actually
Yeah.
like around 4K. But
All that money. See, like, you just
all that
spend
money,
all that money and it's
and
just,
exactly,
it's
and
not
it
worth
still
it.
can't run it. And every
Not
other
worth
game
it.
runs fun. And
That's
it's funny
tuition
enough,
right there.
and that's the funny part is, Witcher 3 runs phenomenal on it. Runs phenomenal.
That's great.
So beautiful. But anywho, that's it with this topic.
Oh, he dipped.